in your plaque. What made you come back? Started to go on.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things like obviously like the COVID rule got me another year, but I feel like we just have like things to prove. Like we're still. I just had a lot of talks with coach, and he kind of convinced me that we were gonna take that next step. And obviously, like Jay-Z also is back, and Devin McLaughlin great. So I just kind of wanted to be on like the center court, and I think we just had a lot of things like left out there. So I just want to be a part of that. I'm super happy that I'm back and excited for my last year.
What was the draft process like? What feedback did you get?
Yeah, so my draft process was, so in the end I only turned out to work out with 2 teams, the Nets and the Celtics. I was going to work out with 5 to 16, but I think I tweaked my ankle or something, so I had to miss out on some workouts. But it was a super cool experience for me, like kind of getting that feedback. Obviously I missed half of the season last year, so a lot of these teams kind of were not too familiar with me, but they were like intrigued with like kind of like what I bring as a modern big. So yeah, like kind of the conclusion was that I was gonna get back to college for my last year, and also the reason why I'm here is because I know Coach Grant's system. I know that he trusts me, so I feel like this is the best platform for me to like show all of my abilities, kind of like get ready for that next step.
As you mentioned, you were injured about half the season last year.
Yeah.
How important is it you stay healthy?
I mean, for me, that's the biggest thing, right? Like being a 7-footer sometimes is hard, like your body. But I feel good right now. Like I feel in great shape, and I'll be back. I guess Thursday.
Can you share your thoughts on the new look offense and how you think it caters to your skill set with obviously picking and popping and all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, so we play. Right now, we're trying to like move more towards like a flow offense where kind of everybody can be in all like wing corners, and I'm usually like I'm kind of a playmaker in this system where I'm catching the ball either on the top or in the high post, and from there like I'm kind of making reads, either I'm hitting cutters or I'm playing handoff, and like you said, I can either roll or pop, kind of find my shots. In that. I think that's also something in the game that they'll just kind of like show like I would just kind of make those reads in the moment where I'm rolling or popping. And, I'm sure the coach would put me and the other guys in their positions to score the basketball.
How much did the trip to Europe kind of help with team camaraderie? And then obviously you've known Coach Grant for a year or 2 now. Did you guys kind of hit the ground running when camp started because of everything?
Yeah, I think it was a great thing. Like obviously, this is the first trip that I've ever made in college like this. Last year we went to the Virgin Islands, which was really cool. But this was different, especially for most of the guys that have never been out of America. Right? For me, Europe was kind of like homecoming a little bit. But no, I think it was great. Just being together so much. I think the guys like we really got along well. And then playing some other teams like it was just a great look. Now we played 1 scrimmage, we played 1 more scrimmage. I think that's also great, just getting other looks, and we'll be ready November 6th.
Do you feel like this is one of the more better shooting teams that you guys are going to put out this year as far as some of the guys you added from the perimeter-wise?
This is the best shooting team I've been a part of in my 3 years of BC, 100%. Like we just have guys that can make shots. DJ is back. I think Mason's going to make a big stride with his health, and therefore I think just his shooting. Obviously Jay-Z can knock down a shot, I can knock down a shot, so I think we shouldn't be down at the bottom of the ACC as it pertains to 3-point shooting.
How exciting has it been for you? I know you had the health issues last year, but just in general, from staying healthy, being able to use the recovery room here and kind of be able to have the facility for you in particular?
I mean, the whole facility has just been awesome. Like the fact that everything is so available for us. Up until this point, we kind of like had to share things, and we always had to like find agreements with the staff, like when can I come in, when can I get rehab, and right now like everything is just always available for us. So obviously like we're very grateful to the whole family, and it's just like such a difference in like professionalism, I guess. And I think the BC what we already had established was team culture and a great coaching staff, but now like with the facility, it just all kind of clicks together. So we're really excited.
Now, going back to your draft process.
Once you started the NBA process and you finished last spring,
Great minds.
in your mind, did you think you'd be back? I mean, because that opened up all sorts of avenues
Yeah, like you said, it opened up so much. So I kind of knew that if college would be my option, so my options were that MBA, then Europe might have been an option since I'm from there. That's always kind of looming. And then in college, I kind of knew that if I were going back to college, I did want to be at BC. Like now, obviously, like the transfer portal was such a big deal, and the NIL money is like it's like a whole big deal. But I always knew that I wanted to be here at BC, and I was really happy that we managed something with Coach Grant, and if the NBA told me, hey, we're gonna draft you in the first round, then I would have did that.
I think we'd all do that.
Yeah. I don't think anybody can. But that wasn't the case, but I got great feedback, and like I said, I'm super happy with that.
Did you get offered NIL stuff from other schools?
So I was never in the portal. So
True.
no.
Yeah.
When you say the modern big, I assume you mean playing more facing the basket as opposed to your back to the basket and then taking the three-point shot. Is that what you're talking about? Define the modern big.
The modern big, I think it's part of that, but it's also just like having the ball in your hand a lot. I think like old school basketball is really, well, now we're talking old school basketball was just post up back to the basket big, but then I think you kind of got to a phase where bigs is like setting pick and rolls. I think the modern big is like just knows how to play with the ball in his hands. It's kind of like a playmaker. So like it's shooting, but I think it's also passing and dribbling. And I think those are some of the things that I like provide offensively. Like you can give me the ball and I can make reads and find guys on cuts and also shoot the ball, kind of like be a playmaker from the center position.
ACC Preseason Bowl has you guys at number 12. Do you have a message to the college basketball world or
I mean,
ACC?
We already expected that we were going to be down there at the bottom. Like that's nothing new. Like we have stuff to prove, but I think we're ready to do just that.
What do you make of Mason's new look? How do you like Mason's new look?
Oh, Mason's new look?
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, it's different. I know his twin brother actually has long hair. Not the beard that he has. So he told me early on in the year, he was kind of growing it out. He told me the vision, and I'm proud of him for sticking with it. Like usually when guys try to grow their hair, eventually they just cut it back off.
You got some work to do yourself.
Yeah, I got some work to do.
When you were in Europe, getting closer to home, did you at least get like any something food wise you're not going to be able to get here? Like I know you're in Italy, but were you able to get something closer to home?
So honestly, in Italy, we just ate Italian food all the time. But the difference between an Italian pizza and an American pizza is
Big difference.
Yeah, big
Okay.
difference. So I like it.
Who have you seen out of the freshmen be the most impressive to you?
No, honestly, none of them has particularly stuck out. But that's a compliment because I feel like all three of them played at a very high level. I don't think there's a big, how do I say this, like they've just fit right in, kind of like in the system, and they're learning, they're eager. So that's more just like big credit to all three of them, Jaden, Fred, and Elijah. Like they just played to their strengths, and I don't think they don't really give up a lot on the defensive end. So no, I feel like all three of them have done a really good job, and they fit right in. And all three of them have chances to play for like minutes for us.
And obviously you and Kai were pretty special last year. Who's going to replace them? Like it's going to be a committee or one player?
It's a group of guys. Obviously, I think like Jay-Z will just make the next step as like our primary ball handler, and then I think there's a lot of expectation on MJ Claudel to like kind of fill that scoring role, and up until this point, like he's proven that he can do just that. Then we're also obviously expecting other guys to make steps like Prince, Chaz, DJ is back in practice, he's looking good. Mason, I just feel like a lot of these guys will make the next step. So obviously Kai brought a lot for us, but we'll be able to manage.
Great.
Thanks, John.
Thank you
Good to
guys.
see you guys.